Hi, I'm Jim Muhleman. My wife is Leona, and we have been members of we have attended the church since I guess about 2012, and we had our confirmation in 2014. Uh, we moved here from Honolulu, Hawaii, where I was a university professor, and um, my wife was working there too as optometrist and also for J.C. Penney. So we were known there as a typical Hawaiian mixed couple. My wife being Asian, and I am or was a haole. And if you don't know what that is, you're looking at one. Um, but we're actually not a typical Hawaiian mixed couple because we're a Midwestern couple. We were married in Bloomington, Indiana, when we were both graduate students at Indiana University. So there's one on all our Hawaiian friends. But we're very glad to be here. We uh, we came here in 2009, and after not attending church for a while, we decided to start attending a church, and we looked around, tried one, and then saw the St. Andrew's Church website, and it looked really interesting. So one day we attended church, and we saw that it was a church with all the bells and whistles, even had incense, which was really keen, and we liked it. And I I signed the guest register and even had the temerity to put down my phone number. So very soon, like later that day, we had a phone call from Father Stephen Bowley. And very soon after that, I guess within a few days, there was a knock on the door, and there was Father Bowley with that huge, wonderful grin on his face. And I tell you, I think there was a miracle occurred at the time because Leona had actually baked a lemon poppy seed cake earlier that day. So we we all sat down and had a piece of lemon poppy seed cake with Father Bole, and uh, the rest was history. And it was the start of a beautiful friendship, as happened in Casablanca, as you may or may not know. Um, so we were confirmed a little later in 2014 by a wonderful lady who taught the confirmation class, and we've enjoyed being members of St. Andrew's uh, ever since. Um, I just wanted to say that St. Andrew's is a very caring church, and does we're very, as you know, we're very active. Uh, we a number of things we do. I just might mention we feed the homeless on Saturday mornings. We sometimes go and repair uh, living quarters, domiciles for people who are in need, and things of that sort. I might add at this point, though, I'm not a very good example of this because up to now uh, my claim to fame or my only renown is being the husband of a good cook. So, uh, but at least I'm giving her maximum credit. Uh, but we're a caring church, but we even care for those outside the community, and we had a good example of that recently when Father Gary, our rector, um, on one very long weekend took a huge trip in Ecuador to care for those in need and to spread the word there, while some people, including myself, stayed back home, perhaps in Starbucks. I don't know, but that was really a tremendous undertaking, I think, by our rector. Um, but we do, like I said, we are a caring church, but we care for ourselves too. Uh, a good example of that would be the recent COVID epidemic. I guess it's still with us, but the recent COVID epidemic where um, the we took care of each other in that a number of people, the rector, the vestry, and some certain designated people, we checked around with each other, called each other up to check and make sure people were taking their not take getting their vaccines, and also whether people were feeling okay or not, or perhaps starting to get sick. I thought that was a really uh, great thing for the church to be doing. Uh, so we, we really, I would class ourselves not to, I'm not bragging, but as a really caring church, both for those outside the church and for us within the church, inside the church. Uh, so I, it just remains for me to add what I'm really here to say, which is we would we need some. We would appreciate donations. Uh, we this is pledge time, and we hope that you people will be so good as to pledge something this year to the church, or whatever you feel comfortable with. So that's all I have to say today, and I hope you have a good rest of the day, and bon appetit.